Alright, welcome back Twitch, welcome back YouTube. Let's get back to just another game, Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Where there must be some angle to this we haven't considered yet. What is it? What could have happened? Think. I need to think. Okay, Psych Taxi. I don't think the Monokuma is in this one. I think it's the first one. I hope. Hang on a sec. Let me... Making a girl wait is so rude, you know? Let me... check. I need her to build anticipation. That's the important thing. Oh no, it is during this one, in the second phase. Alright, good thing I double checked. The first Psych Tax minigame. Second phase, in the middle... left lane, okay. She'll appreciate it more, she has to wait for it. Oh, I don't think the video was altered at all. Monokuma tells the truth. If he says it's not altered, I think we can trust that. Wow. There we go. How many arrows did Himiko give Kaito? Is that good pornography? Alright, well Himiko says she only gave one. Thinking time! Himiko said one. I'm done thinking. Clearly the answer is 4. Okay. Good! Alright, now to look for the Monokuma. Middle left lane. So around here-ish. Oh, you dick. Oh, there it is. Excuse me. Alright, now I don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, so that's all the Monokumas for this chapter. That means... Wow! Fucking hell, really? We only have to find the Monokumas for chapter 6 now. Were all the arrows inside the hangar from the start, I assume? Oh my god. There we go. I'll tell you what else is still hard, am I right, Mew? Alright, I'm gonna say no. Because, you know, at least one had to have been brought. According to Himiko. Alright, 4.5 minutes to do the third phase. Alright, what do we got? Who brought... Man, they really like sticking cars in my way in this one. Who brought the other arrows? Do we have enough information to even consider that yet? I mean, obviously I know, but in game, do we have enough information? Am I ever going to catch any of these blocks so I can guess? Who brought the 2 arrows? I'm guessing it's going to be somebody else is the answer. It's going to be Kato Kikichi or third party, yeah, okay. And Himiko Kikichi or third party. There we go. It connects! It connects, just like a penis and a vagina.
Could it be that the additional arrows were brought in by a third party?
A third party? So someone besides Kokichi or Himiko?
That's just a guess, though. There's no way a third party exists.
If a third party did exist, why would they bring 2 arrows?
Kaito was the only one with a crossbow. I made sure I handed it to him.
Any port in a storm, you know that.
Kaito said he only needed 1 arrow. Clearly, he didn't want to fight.
Yeah, that's right.
So the other 2 arrows weren't for Kaito. They were for the third party to use themselves.
So the third party didn't hand the arrows through the window. Instead, they went into the hangar and shot the crossbow themselves?
Impossible. There was an alarm system and an electric barrier around the hangar.
Yeah. That hangar should have been completely closed off,
You
right?
know, except for the fucking window. It was completely closed off, but can we confirm that? I feel like there might be another way. Some way we haven't figured out yet. I'm overlooking something. Every time he says think, I think of Winnie the Pooh. What method did the third party use to enter the hangar? Well, I'm pretty sure I know. Because there's a way that would not set off any of the alarms and can go through the barrier. Also, I need to figure out... There, okay, there's how I focus. Robot walker thingies, the exosols. I mean, we know one of them was likely disabled because we found an electro hammer next to him. I didn't, okay, there it is.
I see now.
That's it! The exosol! The exosol could be used to enter the hangar. We couldn't get in because of the alarm system and the electric barrier. But that shouldn't have been a problem for any of the exosols, right? So if you wanted to enter the hangar, all you had to do was pilot an exosol.
I saw an exosol enter the hangar last night.
Damn, Kibo, you just watched everything, didn't you? You fucking pervert.
So was this third party piloting it?
By the way, I just want to confirm something with Monokuma. Would the alarm still go off if there was a person inside an exosol?
Well, I wasn't trying to keep this secret, but since it's about the details of the hangar, I guess I can tell you guys.
Monokuma runs a clean trial.
It makes sense that the alarm system and electric barrier wouldn't react to an exosol. After all, the hangar is where the exosols are supposed to be stored. It shouldn't be a hassle to disable the security every time an exisal comes and goes, you know?
She's looking at me. She's just sitting there and staring at me.
So even if someone is inside an exisal, the security system wouldn't catch them. Because it'd be a hassle to leave the exisal every time you have to put it away.
So it's like Shuichi said?
Staring at my
Third party
face. She's
got
a
in
cat.
an exisal and entered the hangar?
She doesn't understand anything. She was fixed from an early age. She's an innocent. She's gonna stay that way.
But can just anyone pilot an exisal?
Well, Kokichi,
It's surprisingly easy. If you use both hands, both feet, and both nipples, you can do it.
What are the nipples for?
Nipples too?
Anyway, this third party commandeered an exisal and infiltrated the hangar.
Mew died before she figured out how to run work the first breast-powered killing machine.
That same person must have brought the other two arrows with them.
I told you that's impossible.
She never could use her weapons of mass destruction. Huh?
There's no way you can get through security if you pilot an exisal. It's not possible.
What? Not possible.
Not yet, honey. Maki, what are you talking about? What are you thinking? More importantly, what did you know? I mean, you could have put your golden brain in the exisal. If you're that worried about it. I guess the rest of your body, too. Why won't you tell me? What we got here? File number 5, electronic log, electro bomb,
if
used
someone was
electro
piloting
hammer.
the exisal, they could have used it to enter the hangar.
That's not possible.
Exosal's protecting Monokuma, okay.
Exisal? Really that difficult?
Try to use your nipples.
Do we even know how to get inside an exisal? Outside the hangar, there were 4 exisals. And they were all moving too.
I was controlling them remotely.
Exisal.
Electro hammers weren't an option. Yesterday, all the hammers were
That's wrong!
Not all of them.
Wait, not all of the electro hammers were being charged.
Just because she doesn't let them hang out like you do doesn't mean she's not developed. She just doesn't have the need to show them off.
I know because I found one. There was a used electro hammer near Monokuma and the exisals.
You know, these are some pretty good inventions you made, Mew. If you had put them to proper use, you probably wouldn't have had to kill you probably wouldn't have died to Kokichi. Just saying. Some
That
golden
electro
brain.
hammer used by the third party? Maybe they used it to disable an exisal.
Yes, I think so. When I saw them last afternoon, there were 4 exisals. But this morning, there were only 3.
I noticed that too. Was the missing exisal taken by this third party?
Shuichi is getting warmer.
Golden brain inventor, but not the golden brain planner.
How about you say the answer right now? Who did it? Who is this third party?
And really, like, you seem to have to be told what to invent. You don't seem to have any imagination. Bitch, you know you love it. The identity of the third party. The electro hammer gives us a clue. I saw 4 exosols at the scene yesterday when I went to meet up with Kaido. This morning, when we were trying to get into the hangar, there were 3. The culprit must have used the electrohammer between yesterday afternoon and this morning. There's only one person among us that I think could do that. Alright. Clearly it's Kaito, question mark. Or maybe it's like Kibo, since the little bitch watches everything. Damn, what a nosy little robot. I think though, clearly, it's gotta be Maki.
It's you! Maki, you're the third party we're looking for, aren't you?
What? It's Maki?
How many times can you invent the thong?
What are you saying?
Remember what Kokichi said.
I mean, it covers your crotch and it goes up your butt. There's really not any room for improvement on it once you get the vibrate function installed. But be careful, this electrohammer runs out of battery pretty quickly. So if you use it against an exosol, it'll run out of juice in just one shot. Got it?
The electro hammer needs to be recharged for 24 hours after it runs out of battery. That hammer was used last afternoon, so it couldn't have been used this morning.
Yeah, and now that golden brain of yours is useless now, isn't it? Jeez.
Oh, right.
Golden brain is golden
we were
worm
all
food.
gathered in the dining hall this morning.
Maki, where's your electrohammer? I don't need it. I'd rather not use a weapon I'm unfamiliar with. This is much better. Knife? Well, I suppose you know best.
Maki was the only one without an electrohammer, wasn't she?
Knowing that, the electro hammer I found could only have belonged to Maki.
You're right. Maybe the worms that eat your brain will, turn out to be super geniuses and make the world move forward now that you can't.
And that leads me to the conclusion.
Golden
that
brain
Maki
food.
must
That was
be
your
the
purpose.
third party. She also knows how to assemble the crossbow and could have returned it to her lab later.
You brought a different crossbow than the one Kaito had, right?
Maki took 2 arrows and her own crossbow from her lab.
I'm just pointing out the truth.
Disabled the exosol with an electro hammer and infiltrated the hangar. Now we just have to figure out what happened after.
I'll kill your logic.
We pissed her off.
Why are you doing this?
We got the glowy eyes. What?
Why are you getting in my way?
Getting in your way? Maki, what are you...
Yes, I'm the third party.
Huh?
I admit to going into the hangar with an exosol, and then shooting the crossbow.
That's a different sprite. I actually think that's gonna be a cute sprite.
I didn't kill anyone. I'm not the culprit.
Alright, time for another rebuttal showdown. What we got here? Crossbow, arrows, black case, electro bomb, poison. I think
You're
it's
right.
probably gonna be the 3 arrows.
I used the electro hammer, and I used the exosol to enter the hangar too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I am not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
It's no use. She's not listening to me at all, but I can't back down here.
You're right. I used the electro hammer, and I used the exosol to enter the hangar too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I am not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
All right, now we advance.
The crossbow is not the murder weapon? What do you mean?
The arrows left holes in the clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury. That's why the crossbow can't be the murder weapon. Therefore, I'm not the culprit.
Do I have... Okay, I do have poison here. I don't want to think that Maki is the culprit. I want to believe her. But the way she's scrambling to defend herself...
The arrows left holes in the clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in...
There we go.
I'll cut through your words. It wouldn't matter where the arrow hit if it were poisoned.
Poison?
I noticed something about the poison in my lab during the investigation. There was just a little less in the bottle than before.
You didn't even know that bottle was there. I mean, you can say that there's just a little less in the bottle than the other bottles, but you didn't know that bottle was there to check how much was in it before.
If that poison had been applied to those arrows, they would have been lethal, no matter where they connected.
Maki, do you have a rebuttal?
What's the matter? Why don't you say anything?
You didn't even give her a chance.
Don't tell me. Are you really the culprit?
Used Risen.
There's no way she is! Cause... why would she kill Kaito?
It's funny that, you know, we found out when we were investigating the lab and we found the antidotes, they're all just slightly off. Like, I don't think you're here for this, but like, we might see the antidote. Actually, do I have the antidote bottles? Do I have the small bottles? Let's see here. Small empty bottle. No, I don't. Okay. We might see them later, but they're just slightly off of deadly herbs. They're interesting. They didn't actually name, like, actual poisons. Ricin is hard to trace. I would not know. Seems like it gets used, or tried to be used a lot, and they usually find out who did it. So maybe it's only as hard to trace as people are good at using it. That's a pleasant thought.
I can't understand if you don't explain anything!
Maki is still fighting.
Huh? Fighting?
Do you remember that Maki said she would do anything to defeat Kokichi? Maki is trying to kill Kokichi in this class trial. She wants to kill the mastermind, a remnant of despair.
Then when Maki said she would sacrifice anything, she meant...
The sacrifice that Maki is talking about must be... all of us. What a bitch.
That's it! She plans to sacrifice all of our lives in order to kill Kokichi.
Sacrifice us?
What a bitch.
Then, by hiding the truth, Maki was trying to get us to arrive at the wrong answer. Just to kill Kokichi and the rest of us along with him?
Doesn't that mean that Maki's the culprit?
She knew what happened and tried to hide it from us.
I believe I mentioned all the way back in Danganronpa 2 that Maki is a real good character for a while, and then she's got a moment where she goes full Maki, and it kind of ruins her a little bit, and this is it.
But that mischievous plan was ruined, all thanks to Shuichi here.
However, it is a little bit deeper than it looks. Maki doesn't actually want to kill everybody to get to Kokichi. She just feels that it's necessary. You'll see.
Too bad, Maki. I already predicted this would happen.
Maki related to Nagito? No, not even close.
You knew all along that Maki was the culprit. That's why you've been so calm.
This isn't over. Maybe we do have the truth now, but this isn't over. We have a choice to make. We don't have to follow where the evidence leads.
Huh? What do you mean?
Does this mean you're gonna vote for someone else, even if it's not the truth?
Someone else? You mean vote incorrectly on purpose?
You can't do that! That's against the rules! That's against the video game!
What did you say?
We never thought about that. What is this concept of free will?
Kaito told me that only I would be able to grasp what lies beyond the truth. That means finding the truth is not enough. We need to grasp the hope just beyond it. So Maki, please tell us the truth. The truth that only you know.
Aww. Sad Maki sprite.
So Kaito said that to you. Then, does that mean you guys made up before he died?
Yeah, when I went to see him yesterday.
I see. Okay, I'll talk about it. Especially since it's my responsibility for involving everyone. Shuichi, you're so persistent. Were you always like that?
Maki likes persistent guys.
You think so? Maybe Kaito's charisma is starting to rub off on me.
That guy could be pretty stubborn.
Then what really happened?
Maki, please tell us.
Please.
Do I want to be mean here? I could be really mean here. Yeah, we're gonna do it! YouTube! You're gonna find out what happens tomorrow on Twitch. We're gonna take our first break of the evening! Yay! YouTube, thank you so much for joining me. As always, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, let me know. Give me a like, send me comments. Remember to subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Twitch. I'll see you in 5 minutes.